All right. This is breaking news. SF driver here. We're looking at this article right here. Cruise driverless car pimp suspended in California by the DMV. This is breaking news. It's good for us rideshare drivers. Matter of fact, I'm in San Francisco, so I see cruise vehicles all the time. And you know what? What's interesting? This afternoon, around 1 p.m., I was driving one of my cars to the car wash, and where I go to the car wash, which is on Bayshore Boulevard here in San Francisco, right behind that street there is one of the parking lots for Cruise. And I noticed, that's interesting. They're pretty full. The parking lot, it was full of the Robotaxis, the Chevy Bolts, and the gate was closed. I'm like, all right, interesting. And then, just now, Wall Street Journal says they've been suspended, as you can see. It says that the company pretty much falsified their safety. So their permit to operate has been has effectively been pulled. Let's see. California DMV suspended the driving permit Tuesday, effectively halting its Robotaxi service in San Francisco. I mean, hey, it's more business for us. And I have seen them operating on the road from my experience, and I see them stuck in at lights, intersections, every now and then. I do, more so than Waymo. I tell you that. I see more cruise vehicles stuck compared to Waymo. And the move represents a setback for GM's driverless car division as it tries to expand its paid ride service to more U.S. cities. And another thing, when I last read about Cruise's financial report, quarterly earnings reports, I mean, they're losing hundreds of $millions every quarter. And how long can GM continue to do that? And now this is a major setback for GM. Let's see. Let's see what else. Last week, NHTSA said it opened a safety defect probe into nearly 600 driverless cars operated by Cruise. Wow. Check that out. Cruise has been expanding nationwide the past few months, but you know what? They've been pulled in Miami, not in Miami, San Francisco. I wonder what's going to happen to these other cities in Miami, Nashville. I believe they're also somewhere in Texas too. But it's faced problems. One of its biggest markets, San Francisco. So its cars stalled and were involved in accidents. I know in San Francisco, they hit a dog. That's one. And they collided with a fire truck. That's two. And recently, last month, there was a vehicle accident where a regular vehicle hit a pedestrian, and the pedestrian flew, and Cruise hit that person. I'm not sure if that resulted in death or whatnot, but that did happen. DMV issues 2 permits for Cruise, one for testing and the other for deployment of driverless vehicles. In addition to halting its driverless vehicle deployment, Cruise's testing permit, Cruise's testing permit was also suspended. So the testing phase was they were picking up passengers in beta mode for free. And then when they got the green light to effectively start picking up passengers, this was I want to say August. It allowed them to pick up passengers for a fee. And then that's when when they were on the road in heavier volume, that's when these acts. I mean, the first day they had issues. The first day. So wow, this is it. This is a setback for them, and it's really a safety issue because they're taking into account these accidents that's been happening, and also these are only the accidents that's being published in the news. One major thing that we don't know as a public, there are reports of accidents in construction sites, driving over wet pavement. They're not stopping. On accident scenes as well, they're not able to sense the The ongoing issue, rather. Within weeks of Cruise commercial. The DMV said the suspension is ongoing until Cruise applies for a reinstatement of its permit. The DMV decision doesn't affect Cruise's permit for testing autonomous with a safety driver. Okay, with a safety driver. Okay, that was something they were doing initially. There was always a driver behind the wheel, then eventually the drivers were removed and they were driving around driverless in beta mode. So we might see them again with safety drivers. I wonder what happened to all those safety drivers, because I'm thinking maybe they laid them off, majority of them. So since the cars were parked in the garage, I'm thinking when I saw them at 1 p.m., they don't have enough safety drivers. Maybe they cut them back. They laid them off. Now they're going to have to rehire those types of personnel. So that's interesting. Here's this is probably what I was referring to. A woman was severely injured when she was struck by a vehicle and then landed in the path of a driverless cruise car, according to a video footage taken by Cruise. Rescue workers lifted the car off the woman, who was severely injured. Okay, severely injured. Cruise said it's doing it. Wow. GM have highlighted the growth potential of Cruise, which is acquired in early 2016 for about $1 billion. As Cruise expands charging drivers for rides, its revenue hit $1 billion by 25, $50 billion. That's what they're projecting. GM's losses in Cruise widened to 1.9 over the first 9 months of the year. See, that's exactly what I was pointing out. Their earnings reports, they're showing losses, but how long can they do that? And considering now that their permit has been pulled, so, we'll see what happens. Okay? Breaking news. Cruise is not able to operate as of Tuesday today. And like I said, I saw their garage. I drove past their garage, one of their garages, along Bayshore Boulevard, and they were full, and the fence was closed. Okay,